Good evening, welcome to another round of the GT3 Sprint Series, brought to you by Slip and Grip Sim Racing. Today we are at Interlagos and we have a very special guest in the form of Tom Simpkins.
Evening, Paul, how you doing?
Very good, thank you. Let us know if you can hear Tom in the chat, because hopefully the levels are pretty good. If you can't, just stick your hand up and let us know. But yes, we'll be both trying our best to keep 4 eyeballs on the action this evening rather than just my 2 pretty useless ones. And yeah, we should hopefully be able to give you a decent stream.
Wonderfully described. Yeah, we'll do our best, and I'm quite interested to see how this plays. I've not really had much exposure to it other than listening Josh complaining about people crashing into him. So yeah, excited to see how this one plays out.
Yeah, so you're quite familiar with Josh Copeland, so we can have a look at Josh now. He's currently in the pits, but you've been doing somewhat of some driver coaching for Josh recently in the real world.
Well, yeah, maybe go as far as coaching. Yeah, just trying to lend him a hand in his real world racing, which obviously, you know, this prepares him for greatly. This translates really well into a front wheel drive Suzuki Swift. But no, he's been doing really well. Good to see in his rookie season in the real world.
Yeah, doing quite well in his Suzuki Swift real life race car. I think Josh has got a couple of videos on his YouTube channel, so we'll try and dig out the link and you can go and check those out. We're just coming to the end of practice, so there's 45 seconds to go here and we will be rolling into qualifying. We started slightly early today just to ensure that we had decent audio, as I just hear something in the background, so that's, I can hear myself in the background. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, so just rolling into qualifying. 19 in the server this evening as well, so a pretty good turnout.
For something so early on, you know, we're not too far into the game now, are we? Or has it been out ages? I don't know.
The game has been out about a year.
Oh.
In one form or another, so this should be the full version. So anyone probably watching this, probably, if you do know about the game, this is version 1.0. So this is now out of early access, so you can download the game from Steam and it's the full version. However, there are a few things that aren't quite right, which we seem to discover every week. This week it's those white blocks that you can see on the screen in the timing tower, and the names at the bottom, you'll see those white squares. That's just another bug that's been introduced with the latest update. So
that's the 3rd character in the numbers.
It is, and if there's only one character, you have 2 white blocks.
Double block. Yeah, got ya.
So basically anything that's a space is showing up as a white block, which doesn't look great, but we can deal with it.
We'll manage.
Okay, that's qualifying. It's started. Who do you think? Who's your money on, Tom?
Well, given the gaps that we just saw in practice, Kyle Wright was well up there. So it'll be interesting to see how he gets on in this session.
Yeah, so we know, to give you a bit of an update, Tom, we're looking at around a couple of laps for tyre temperatures to get up to the optimum, shall we say, because I don't think they're running tyre warmers. So you'll see all the guys weaving around on these first 2 laps, trying to get the temperature into the tyres and get the pressures up. So don't get too excited on the first 2 laps. I've made that mistake a few times.
Try my very best not to get excited, Paul. That should be achievable. Just had a quick look across at the stream. I assume you've got it running as well, maybe, or not.
I am actually watching the stream. No, I can see the stats, I can see the chat, but I don't have the stream running because it. I usually forget to mute it, like I just did about 5 minutes ago. It does appear to be working though. I can see there's 5 viewers. let us know in the chat
You are
who
one
you
of
are.
those 5. Yes.
Oh, that's
Yeah, who's
one of
there?
you. We've got 6 now. None of them are me, so that's good. One particular driver we've got in here is new this evening, and we will introduce you. So, he's disappeared, Tom. No,
24.
he's coming out of the pits now.
George.
And I think you've all probably seen what's about to happen. So hello to George Doodoo. Let me know if there's any other way we can say his surname. Dodo? I'm not sure. So welcome to George. Currently just leaving the pits for his effort for qualifying. So we'll see how he gets.
Got the front runners round already.
Oh yeah, so who have we got on this? So we've currently got Kyle Wright, who's just gone down the straight. It's like, yeah, all of the front runners coming around, completing Sector 1. Harrison Fulton in the McLaren. Very difficult, Tom, to identify which cars are which, because there's quite a few duplicated liveries.
Yeah.
So
it'll be the red McLaren that's hit someone, and you won't instantly know it's Harrison.
yeah, I mean, luckily there's not many red McLarens, so
Oh, it might be Harrison that's hit.
yeah, it probably will be. Say hello in the chat, somebody, just so we know it's working.
To ourselves, it's fine. A few of the guys will watch it back later because they enjoy watching themselves race.
Yeah, exactly. That's usually that is the main purpose of this stream, is just to give the boys something to watch on their tea break the following day. But it is nice for. Usually we get. Oh, he's not racing tonight. I was just about to say. We normally have Gabriel Ogra, and his wife seems to watch all of the time.
Oh, fantastic!
So she's a top fan, but he's not in the race tonight, unfortunately. So that is a shame.
Yellow flag.
Yeah, who's that? Can we see who this may be? As I just flick through them. Problem is we don't have a track map or anything like that. I think there's
still quite early on, because in the ACC days we used to just have a look at the map and see who was lit up yellow.
Yeah, exactly, and there is a map. I can get a track map, but it kind of ruins the. Let's have a look. So that happens. Let's get rid of that. But there is a track map. So if, oh, I'm clicking the wrong monitor. Excuse me. So. There you go. There's a track map behind the tower. It's fantastic.
Oh yeah.
So that's not much use. So yeah, maybe we won't use that. So we'll just get rid of that.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
So early pace. Kyle Wright, as we thought, straight to the top. I think they were in the 34s, like you say, so a couple of laps to just bring the tyres in. But, well, or is he one and done?
Looks like he's back in the pit, so whether he's going to come out for another effort, currently on a 1:35.519, so can certainly be improved upon. I wonder if... So he's going back out again.
Yeah.
Interesting that if it's, taking two laps to get the tyres up to temperature. So we've got somebody in the chat saying we're all good, so that's good. Gabriel Ogra's here as well. Fantastic. Hello, Gabriel. Sorry, distracted massively there. Sorry, I need to get rid of this track map. There we go.
There you go. So Kyle, as we've just said, has done that one lap time and parked it, but Zenko and
Zardvar. We think it's Zardvar.
Yeah.
We think.
Yes, Zardvar have closed in to within a tenth or 2 tenths pretty quickly. Adam again looks like he's going quicker on his target time down the bottom right, but you've told me to heed caution in the colours there. So
we are wary of
like
the.
He's 0.2 up.
Yeah, it looks like he's on a good lap. We are wary of these deltas. Again, it's saying...
Ah, see, that's gone green, but he's plus 0.32, so that shouldn't be green.
Yeah, unless it was a personal best sector, and the +3 is to the best lap overall. Let's see what happens when it goes over the line, because in theory, it should be about 0.1. And he actually does go pole, so see the -76 last sector. Unbelievable last sector, apparently.
Unbelievable.
And
Fantastic improvement.
But he does actually go to pole with that, so a 35.4. So he's pipped Kyle to the 1 spot, and with only 3 minutes remaining, Kyle's going to struggle to get these temperatures up and get some fast laps in here.
So is this him going on? Yeah, the outlap, bottom right. So this is him just coming on to a flyer. So 2 of those, maybe 3 at a push, providing he has 3 push laps in the car.
Let's see how...
Where's your map? Come on, yellow flag.
Yellow flag. We've got no chance. It's gone now. Look, I'd have been searching forever. So let's... He looks like he's wrestling the car quite a lot, so... Can't see tyre temperatures on the display. So it looks like he's on a reasonable lap.
And he's got a car across his path, so that was not going to help him. That was one of the Mustangs rotated. Another yellow flag is shown. Try and get an instant replay, see who it was. It was the 77 car.
That is...
Or it appeared to be. I will not be held accountable in a court of law.
Apparently they're in the pits. That's Amaram. But let's have a look.
And that's... Yeah, no, it looked like 77. But it was a Mustang, so...
So still no change at the top, although Laszlo Santo has gone up to 3rd position, so he's pipped Matti Zenko to 3rd at the moment. Not a great deal of movement in this qualifying session, and still in the 35s. As Adam Zadva, I think has he improved again, or is that his last lap? I think he's actually improved again.
Who's in 20th, if I may?
That is George Dudu.
I think it was Dudu across the track, because it says 20th on the car.
And it says 77 on the car as well, doesn't it? Car 77, so that's incorrect on the leaderboard.
That's alright, we'll make do, but yes, it was Dudu across the track.
Probably a slippery surface flag down there in that case.
Where's that soundboard?
It provides so many opportunities, and he's being caught by... Who's that in the McLaren? Is that Adam Foster? No, it's not Adam Foster. Could it be Samuel Wibbly? It is. So he's had to compromise that lap. Only 18 seconds to go. So who have we got completing the 2nd sector? So Adam Zava, he's just finished a lap, hasn't improved. Kyle Wright is currently on a lap, just coming up to the final sector now, so he finishes sector 2. It looks like this is going to be a fast lap, so can Kyle Wright do anything in the Mercedes GT3? A 1:35.3 to beat, and he does. 1:35.0 for Kyle Wright. So that takes pole, what's that, by 3/10.
Yeah, just shy of 3/10. I don't think we've got anyone else improving.
Number 88, Albert Serigili is on a lap. I think he will complete this lap. We've also got Adam, who potentially can complete. It's hard to say who's actually crossed the line and taken the checkered flag, because we have Once again, no indicator for that. But it does look like Albert is on a fast lap. Everybody else is in the pits other than George Dudu, as he has just finished a lap, so he hasn't improved. Let's see what Albert can do across the line, see if he improves.
Just looking at the splits, if that's off the target, I don't think he's going to improve.
Yeah, because that's 1.2, which would put him around where he is.
Yeah.
Only
finds a slight improvement, but yeah, maintains position.
Stays 8th position for Albert.
Feels
so
like
that's
a short, sharp session.
Yeah, pretty quick. Only 10 minutes for the qualifying there. So we can quickly just have a quick look at those. So Carl Wright takes pole position on a 35.0 late on in the session with Adam Zavar 0.3 of a second behind. Then we've got Laszlo Santo, who's joined us new this evening, on just 0.5 of a second behind. Then Matti Zenko, Samuel Wibbly, Andrew Wellborn doing okay in 6th, Tom Lyons in 7th, Albert Seragili in 8th, Adam Foster 9th, Jonathan Howless 10th. We then have Sam Wooldridge in 11th, followed by Ant Brown and Josh Copeland in 13th. The struggles continue for Josh. Then 14th we have Harrison Fulton, Aaron Sterrett 15th, Lloyd Reed in 16th, Troy Fry in 17th, Phil Nauder 18th, Yuri Van Dongen 19th, and George Dudu in 20th, who we do believe is the last runner. No, Jonathan Lowe is in the server, so he joins late. I'm sure he'll improve on that.
He's just gone back to the pits, hasn't he?
Yeah, so maybe issues for Jonathan.
Teleport in and out. Yeah.
He's back on the grid now, so I'm sure Jonathan will be improving from there.
So just remind us of the format this evening, Paul. Obviously, we've had the 10 minutes of quali there.
Yeah, so as it just runs through the starting grid there, I'll just leave that going in the background. So this evening we're going to have the qualifying we've already had, and then race 1 will be a 20-minute race. There'll then be a second qualifying session, which is again 10 minutes. And then race 2, which is another 20-minute race. So obviously the qualifying positions are totally reset after the end of race 1. And it's a chance to have another go. So that will be the format.
Quali position twice.
Yes. Basically that, yes. We get 2 qualifying.
Fumble race 1, you get another go.
Exactly. Right, here we go then. Let's choose, I think we'll stick with this camera view for now. We have highlighted Laszlo Santo in 3rd position in the McLaren. Sorry, the Lamborghini. Always getting mixed up. That's what you'll have to keep on top of me, Tom. Make sure I don't keep calling the cars the wrong name. As they roll down the start-finish straight then, green flag. Can Kyle get a good start in 1st position, or can... Whoa, Adam do anything about it? Adam's come up the outside. He's got a good run into the 1st corner. Side by side for 2nd and 3rd, so 2 by 2 as they go through turn 1 and 2.
Yeah, got it done. Kyle drops down to 2nd place. The car's all looking heavy. The sparks off the front bumpers, they're dragging along the floor. We've got a look to the inside from the Porsche. The job is done. We are down the inside. That looks like Matti Zenko up to 3rd now. With the Lamborghini hot on the tail, it's allowing the leaders to break away. The Lamborghini to the outside. Zenko gives him a squeeze onto the white line, but the Lamborghini looks to continue around the outside. Looks like he's out onto the marbles. There's not much grip out there.
Yeah, it looks like Laszlo's lost a couple of positions there. He had a really good start, but just losing out to Andrew Wellborn, who's up to 4th position from 6th. So a really good start for Andrew Wellborn in contrast to his Monza performance last week. A pretty diabolical day for him. I'm sure he'll agree.
out the final turn. Now they want to get the power down. My computer decides it wants to update HP Spark, so I can't see anything. I'm back. Yeah, up and over the hill. Down across the start-finish line, top two running away slightly. Kyle's going to want to keep that gap nice and stable. Down in turn one, a bit of a dive from the Lamborghini, contact door-to-door with Wellborn. That was a bit of a lunge. Wellborn bumps him back. You almost saw that one coming. The number 15 struggles to get back onto the circuit to the extent I don't even think it's the 15. I think it's the 22 as we head down the second straight. Bit of hip and shoulder going on.
Something kicking off in the background. So we've got this battle between Josh Copeland and Brown, Sam Wooldridge and Adam Foster. So that's Josh Copeland in the black and gold car, followed by Ant Brown in the Lamborghini, and then Adam Foster and Sam Wooldridge in the Porsche. Oh,
Sam Wooldridge finding himself in a bit of a battle here. The McLaren forces the issue, running him out wide onto the curb. You can feel the steward's tickets brewing already.
Yeah, Harrison Fulton trying to get round the outside as well. Sam Wooldridge going backwards on this lap so far. Harrison trying to go
absolutely rattled, and he's got some front end damage on the nose of that Porsche. Not managed to get it stopped. He's going to run out wide. He's going to lose another position to the Lamborghini of Reed as we head up the hill. Another Lamborghini just behind. That's looking like Nauda will want to take another position away.
Yeah, Sam Wooldridge having an awful start. Let's say that damage could be costing him straight line speed. Hang on a second, what has happened at the front? Nothing.
Nothing. Nice one.
That's how it was, wasn't it? Or was Kyle in the lead? I think it's as you were, but very, very close. Fantastic. So a close battle for the lead. I don't know what those red arrows mean.
I was just going to ask, what does that mean? The red arrows are here.
The red arrows are due to arrive imminently.
The leader.
What?
Oh, a DNF from Wooldridge. Wooldridge has gone. Red DNF.
Is this maybe a drive-through for Adam Zadvar? Because it's when I click on Adam Zadvar, we get the red arrows.
I think it said at the top of the list a moment ago, penalty, Zadvar.
Wow. So our leader could have to drive a drive-through penalty here. This could be for a jump start or an incorrect start procedure. So it'll be interesting to see on this lap, see if he comes into the pits. Keep an eye as he comes around this final long bend. Does he stay tight to the left-hand side and peel into the pits, or does he continue? Looks like he's carrying on.
No. Yeah, he's carried on. So do we lose an arrow and then it's down to 2 laps to go? That would be cool.
That would make sense, but apparently not. Like if I click on his name, it's exactly as it is. Did you say that we think somebody else, Sam Wooldridge, had a drive-through?
Wooldridge DNF. No, he passed it.
So
that nose damage looking... Houseless is dropping down the field.
Jonathan Howless, who's joined us, because I don't remember seeing him.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, no, I don't remember seeing him in qualifying, that's all. So he's... what's happened to like an update from Sam Wooldridge, caught the wall, killed the engine. So he's had a terminal.
Right at the front of that car, yeah, that's accurate damage there, Sam. That front engine car.
Terminal damage. So maybe Sam can tell us what these 3 arrows are. We need some community assistance.
We've just not served it yet.
We're pretty happy that's what it is.
Yeah.
It would make sense. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I've never had a driver. You see, I'm very ready to drive.
Oh, Kyle getting a little bit nibbly there on the Lamborghini. He's getting close. He doesn't need to force the issue though. If we believe there's a penalty, doesn't need to force the issue. Last thing we need is any contact, any damage, because as we've seen from Sam's example, you can very easily write off these cars. I think another close gap is Wellborn on Zenko, so that'll be close. And good to see coming down into turn 1, there we are. So Wellborn keeping pace well with, I know he's had more seat time than previously, but back into sim racing, a bit more full time for Andrew, so that's good to see. And straight back on pace, running that top group, fighting for a podium position. So that's good to see. Outside of that, Reed is close on Foster, down for 11th and 12th.
Ooh, good battle
It's
here.
actually really close. Down the inside for the Lamborghini.
And that's
That looks like
Harrison
move done, but
Fulton and Sterrett behind as well.
yeah, so these McLaren / Lambo battles really heating up. Yellow flags are flying. Can't see anyone falling down too far. Oh, one McLaren wide, the other McLaren
Sorry
through.
to just cut away.
Harris.
I thought I just saw the yellow flag there.
Was it yellow? Wasn't sure what it was. So Harrison embroiled in this battle, up past the other McLaren.
So that's Adam Foster in the other McLaren. So a good little scrap for the two McLarens in the mid-pack. Right, okay, so drive-through is being served by our, well, it was the current leader of the race, Adam Zarvar. A start procedure violation. So he's serving his drive-through. It'll be interesting to see where he comes out. Obviously, Carl Wright has absolutely disappeared. If we just jump on with Adam, see where he filters out.
It's well down the field. It's brutal in these sprint races. Obviously, when you've got a bit of time to recover it in the longer series at the weekend, you'll do okay, but
yeah, 16th
will,
for Adam.
Hurt him.
So he's
Let's
well
see where
down
he
the
can get
field.
back to.
Yeah, we know he's got good pace. So, and that's two
that's
people
good
off.
pace.
Jonathan
That's
Lowe and Adam Foster, I do believe. So I do believe that's correct, wasn't it? Yeah. So they've come together. Jonathan Lowe, Adam Foster. They were running slightly further up with this battle here, which was a battle, and now it's Harrison Fulton all on his lonesome. So we have a big gap back to second position now. So this is Carl Wright in the lead in the Mercedes AMG GT3. And then Matty Zenko is coming under pressure from Andrew Wellborn.
But they will be joined soon, so they've got to be really careful not to battle too hard. Andrew needs to pick the point, get it done, and just disappear up the road. Wow, and like that's quite an impressive onboard shot, isn't it? Almost with the bumps of the car. It's quite good for a bit of sim race, isn't it? Good shot.
That is a good shot, and Andrew just getting on the throttle slightly early there and loses a bit of momentum. As they go down to turn 4. Matty Zenko under pressure. He was well on the pace last week at Monza. Seems to be struggling a little bit to stay on terms with Carl Wright in first position, and to that end Adam Zarvar, who's clawed his way back up to 13th incidentally. So Andrew Wellborn's also got Laszlo Santo right on his tail. So this battle for second, third and fourth. So these three cars here, the Porsche in second position, the Mercedes in third and the Lamborghini in fourth. This really hotting up with 9 minutes to go, so we're just over halfway. Who's your money on, Tom?
Wow, bold question. I think Kyle's got this in the bag, but in terms of this battle, do you know what I think? Zenko, he's fast, and I think he'll keep his cool. Andrew will put him under real pressure. but I think he's more likely to then come under pressure himself and not manage to get past. But I am willing to be wrong. I'd love to see Andrew.
Yeah, just
take second place off of Matty.
looks like Matty may have made a mistake. What do you think? Because he's absolutely gapped Andrew on that lap. And Andrew now coming under pressure from Zanto in 4th. So possibly either a slow lap from Andrew or a mistake from Matty that just dropped him into the clutches of Andrew. So we'll keep an eye on this battle. Just looking through the gaps at the moment. Adam Zarvar making his way through the pack. Actually, Jonathan Lowe very, very close to the back of Troy Fry in the BMW. So we know he's got mega pace. It would probably pay Jonathan. Sorry.
Troy?
Sorry, I was getting Jonathan Lowe mixed up with Adam there. So Jonathan putting Troy under pressure. So these two having a good little battle. I was thinking it was Adam coming through the pack, but yeah.
Right. Copeland, Wellbond's down to 8th. What's
oh
happened?
no, what have we missed? Why?
Andrew.
Always. Let's have a look. Right, so these three. I do have a replay button, but it usually crashes the game, Tom.
Huh.
So I'm not sure it's the wisest choice.
Right.
So these three look to be as they were. So whether Andrew's looped it on his own, not sure if Sam Wooldridge, have you got an extra pair of eyes on the game? Can you see what happened in your replay? Because yeah, he's gone from 3rd position down to 7th, 8th.
He was 4th.
Yeah, looks like 8th
it was literally
position.
as you tabbed away. Literally as you tabbed away from him. It was we cursed him. You asked how we thought he was going to get on, and we cursed him there, mate.
Oh dear, sorry, Andrew. This is pretty much how the last event went. But right, let's check in with the leader. He's now 6.2 seconds ahead of Matty Zenko, who's kind of got Laszlo Santo for company, but not too much pressure at the moment. In 4th place now, we've got Tom Lyons in the Corvette, so we've not seen much of Tom in this race so far. So he's in 4th position, followed by Albert Seragili in 5th, and then closely followed by Samuel Wibberley, and then we can just see Ant Brown in the background in 7th position, and then we have that battle with Andrew Wellborn in 8th, followed by Josh Copeland, and then Lloyd Reed, and then Harrison Fulton actually really close with Adam Zarvar, who's making his way back up. So he's now moving up to the 11th position, around the outside of Harrison there. He means business after that drive through about 1/3 of the way in. Well, he served the penalty about 1/3 of the way through the race. So
that's really impressive pace, actually, to just go. And Harrison's not slow, and he's just driven around the outside of him. That's rather impressive. Adam extracting the most from that car when he needs it.
Absolutely, he's pretty much on it, and I think with 5 minutes to go, he's got only a few seconds to those two cars in front of him. So those being Lloyd Reed and Josh Copeland a little bit further up the road, and then, you know, is Andrew Wellborn on the cards for being picked off here? You can see they're all in the same shot as they go down that first straight, so it'll be interesting to keep our eye on Adam and just see how this pace unfolds. That's Harrison Fulton really close with Aaron Sterrett behind. Sam Wooldridge in the chat, he's not in the game watching the stream. Well, you know, it's the place to be as always, but unfortunately we couldn't give you a replay, and I'm sure Andrew will be pretty glad for that.
It might be evidence of the murder.
Oh, we think it was a murder.
Well, that's it. It's one for the stewards to find out.
Cannot comment.
Indeed.
We will remain impartial.
Potentially coming under pressure. That gap closes in. The slipstream really in effect. The Lamborghini closes in. We're now under 4/10 as we head to turn 1. Zenko wise enough though He's not defending thin air, he maintains his line. Santo with some real pace, hugging the curbs. Matty also taking fairly similar lines. The Lamborghini unwinding the steering slightly earlier. Matty slightly wider though, so the Lamborghini looks a little pointier at the moment. The Porsche maybe just getting a little tired on its tyres now as we head down into turn 4.
Just to jump away from that battle as we saw him come out of the first complex. So that was Albert Serigili coming under pressure from Samuel Wibley, and also Adam Zavar has got past Lloyd Reed for 9th position. So now he's right behind, so he's got past Harrison, who's much further back now, battling with Aaron Sterrett. And he's up the road, and he is next on his list is Josh Copeland in the Mustang. Where is Andrew? What's happened? Andrew Wellborn's now in 13th. How does he do this? How do we always miss it? So now he's in 13th. Oh no, how? It probably happened on the screen. Oh dear. Sorry, Andrew. Okay. Let's have a look at this little battle here, because we know Adam Zavar has got almost unmatched pace in this, and also... Sorry, no, ignore that last. Let's concentrate on this battle down the start, finish straight. So Adam very, very close, goes to the outside, so Josh defends on the inside of turn 1. Can he get that big bus stopped? Adam opts to go round the outside, really close racing, nice and clean. Adam's got the inside for turn 2, but Josh manages to hold the inside for the third part. The car gets all out of shape. There's a little bit of contact on the mid corner, but they get away with it, and Adam comes out ahead. Flashes from Josh Copeland. He fought hard but couldn't do anything about the pace of Adam.
No, really squeezed him onto the curb through the right-hander. Josh unsettled the car there, so that was the move done. Yeah, he could have just kept it stable, but he was squeezed, so not much you can do in the Mustang. The Mustang there snaps on Josh. He's tried to stick with the Lamborghini. I'm not sure how well this game models aero wash, but that stank of it.
Must stank of aero wash, eh? Anyway, where were we? Fantastic. Carl Wright still in the lead. Pretty much a faultless race so far, and then we've still got this really close battle for second position between Matti Zenko and Laszlo Zanto. So with only 30 seconds to go, this will be the last lap of this race. So can Laszlo in the Lamborghini do anything about Matti Zenko? Because it's been pretty much this gap for the whole race. We've then got Tom Lyons in 4th position, a little bit out on his own now, so he's got a good gap in front and behind. And then we've got Albert Serigili, who's got company from Samuel Wibley and Ant Brown on the last lap. Ant Brown really wide. Somebody's gone through from a drive-through. Who's that? Trying to see who that is in the Lamborghini. I think that might be in a car further back, so...
Yeah, Dudu.
Oh, Nauder, Phil Nauder in the Lamborghini. So this is really close for the last lap. Ant Brown looking up to the inside of Samuel Wibley in the McLaren.
He's almost frightened him into not taking the apex there, and it's opened the door. The Lamborghini down the inside, which will now become the outside. He's got to hang it round. The McLaren lunges forwards under braking, but the Lamborghini will be able to get on the power earlier and readjust the diffuser on the McLaren. Lovely.
Let's have a quick look at Carl Wright as he comes down the main straight to take victory in race 1 of round 4 at Interlagos for the GT3 Sprint Series. So big effort from Carl there. Then Matti Zenko holds on to second place in front of Laszlo Santo in the Lamborghini. Good racing from them two. Then Tom Lyons, a great 4th position. Then Albert Serigili in 5th, followed by these two, Samuel and Ant Brown, side by side over the line. who's taken
Yes,
it.
Wibbly.
Wibbly has
Wibbly.
taken it from Ant Brown, and then Adam Zavar recovering to 8th position. So a great recovery from him.
Fantastic
Josh
effort there.
in 9th, and Lloyd Reed 10th. Aaron Sterrett in 11th, followed by Harrison Fulton in 12th. And then Andrew Wellborn 13th, unlucky for some. Adam Foster 14th, Jonathan Lowe 15th. Troy Fry, sorry about the camera, Troy Fry in 16th. Phil Nauder just coming round the final corner to take 17th position. So he comes across the line to take 17th, and then a little bit further behind. Oh, and there is a spin for George in the Mustang. So he's coming around last place, but it isn't really last place because 2 cars not classified there. Jonathan Howless and Sam Wooldridge.
Not a bad race.
Not a bad race.
Some ups and downs. Yeah, a couple of little gaps that we will have to fill in with the stewards report, but all in all, some fantastic pace shown by Kyle. I think Mr. Zavar in the second race, as long as he doesn't get a drive-through, will certainly keep Kyle on his toes. Zenko is about where we thought he'd be, and yeah, we'd like to see Wellborn execute some top 3, top 5 potential in the next one.
Yeah, Andrew Wellborn really struggling with, I'm not going to say mistakes because we didn't see the incident, but there have been incidents, whether they're errors or, racing incidents, I'm not sure. But again, a very similar story to what we saw at Monza. He was quick on the pace, top kind of 6 pace, but in both races ended up right down the back of the field, along with a couple of other competitors. So Andrew's still looking for that magic bullet, or the silver bullet should I say, to get him in. Right, we're going to have to take a quick intermission, but stick around, and we'll be back for the second qualifying for race 2. Okay, so we are back. Well, we're sort of back. We are currently looking at a black screen. But hopefully we'll be back any second. There we go. With qualifying 2. So all the drivers just filtering through. Hello?
I misunderstood you earlier. Very good. I didn't realise there was a second quali, so they've got to do it all over again. I thought they just used the first quali twice.
No, I was probably not very clear. I was somewhat distracted while explaining. So yes, 2 qualifying sessions, 2 races, essentially independent races of each other. Josh Copeland in the chat. Hopefully he can get a proper quali lap in this time. Well, you got 10 minutes to do it, Josh. So we expect nothing but the best. If you need any tips, Tom can jump out of the chat to G you up. I am only joking. But I like to say that you provide him with some mentoring, if not driver coaching.
Life advice on the grid.
Life advice, yes. Life advice on the grid. Now there's a podcast for you.
Wow, imagine.
I think I'd listen.
Get into double figures of viewership, or...
We are currently 10 viewers on this particular stream, which is bonkers. It's crazy. 29 views. It's gone viral. What can I say? It has gone viral.
Steady on, Broadbent. Calm down.
Who? Not aware of that one. I think he used to be big back in the day. All right. 8:30 this evening. One more. Oh dear, there's been an incident. Also, Tom, if you haven't noticed, there is contact in the pit lane. And it does cause damage. So, whoever that was is not going to get... Oh, and Troy Fry, a little bit tardy getting back to the pits there. Let's have a look at Josh, see if he can keep his promise of getting a full qualifying or proper qualifying lap in as they all stream out of the pits. I must say that the some of the camera angles and TV cameras are pretty good on this game. The way it pans around from car to car is quite nice.
Yeah, where it kind of pauses and waits for the next car, whereas we saw on the broadcasting client from ACC, it would just get lost and it would float and wait as you jumped between 2 cars in the same camera angle. So
yeah, it'd be quite jarring as well.
Really nice. Yeah, certain things are quite nice in this game. Other things not quite so polished. There's a lot of racing going on for qualifying. I think everyone's a lot more eager this time. Last time.
See the 3 Lamborghinis. Yeah, they're trying to gain position on track. Let's have a look, see if we can get some slightly different shots. I was hoping for a bit of a helicam, but it doesn't appear. Oh, here's a bit of a helicam. As we watch Josh come round to start the first flying lap. Obviously we know these tyres do take a long time to get up to temperature, so we don't expect a quick lap just now. But let's jump on board with Josh, shall we? Just, you know, increase the pressure. Let's critique his lap.
So, wiggler steering wheel, getting it turned in, but seems relatively under control, using a lot more curb than the Mercedes in front. Do we know, is that Kyle in front?
I have to assume that's Kyle, because that's the only other McLaren.
The other
Mercedes, yes, and this one's silver. So Kyle actually missed the apex quite significantly of turn 1, so maybe Kyle still building up to this lap. But Josh seems pretty good on this lap so far, so maybe he's either taking it easy or just actually nailing up the lap. But that Mercedes in front, did you see that? Huge twitch.
You're right, it's going to be quite a twitchy car, but then as he brings the tyres in, or is that what he's doing? This is a tyre scrubbing lap. This is getting some heat into the car. He's got Mr. Lyons in front. might pay to just find a bit more space, because if this isn't as fast as he would hope, he's going to be tucked under Tom's wing.
Yeah, I can't see this lap being fast. I mean, looking at some of the lines, I'd expect this to be about the 1:36.5 mark, but we will see as he crosses the line. So let's just get the qualifying information on there. Not for Josh, sorry, for Kyle.
Yeah, Josh has dropped back slightly from Kyle, so actually...
So a 36.1. So we know they did a low 35, almost a 35 flat in. Oh, and interestingly, Kyle has gone back to pits.
We've seen this before. I've seen this episode before.
Yes, we have. And what did Josh
So even
Copeland
though
do?
it looked scruffy, Kyle back to the pits, having put in the fastest lap to go and do something. Is it a glitch in the game? So now they're scrubbed tyres, but they're actually quicker? What? Resets them after a lap? I don't know. Don't know what he was doing. I'd be interested to know what he changes after that one fly.
The only thing I could think is maybe he forgot to load a setup.
Twice?
Well, that's his
Almost
first
seems
flying lap,
routine
though,
at this
wasn't it?
point. Yeah, I'm referring to the earlier. He did the same earlier, didn't he? One flyer, back to the pits, and then came back out.
Maybe.
It's almost like he does a banker and then changes something.
Yeah, I wonder if he's got... I wonder if there's advantage to prepping a certain set of tyres or something, because I know there are limited tyre sets in the game. So there could be something into that. Maybe we've discovered a technique, a secret technique. Gabriel Ogre in the chat. At Marco, 100% will be there. I made some practice for today. Happy with my pace. Looking forward to the next round in Bahrain. So Gabriel will join us next week in Bahrain. Josh Copeland coming over the line. What can he do this time around?
Scruffy middle sector, but improves to 4th. He's at 8 tenths to try and find. So first sector was good. Last sector was reasonable. Middle sector looked like his challenge.
Yeah, and Adam Zavar currently on pole with a 35.666. So a hellish lap from Adam so far. And then Jonathan Howless in second position. So he's half a second down, and it's really close from second all the way down really to, where are we looking, 6th, 7th, 8th? Really, really close. So only half a second.
That second, isn't it?
Yeah, between 3rd and 10th position. So really, really close for the kind of front pack, other than the front-running Lamborghini at the moment, who's really managed to gap the lot of them.
If you jump to Kyle, has he found himself some room, or is he tucked up in a pack? Looks alright.
Looks okay, doesn't
he?
he?
Cars immediately as we pan round. Yeah, no, looks like he's found himself a nice bit of space.
Quick look, see if any cars. Nothing behind him, nothing that I can see in front. So we'll stay on with Kyle, because we know he's very capable of putting in a time somewhere near the front. I'm just wondering where Matti Zenko has got to. So Matti and Laszlo Zanto are currently in 10th and 11th position. You can see on the leaderboard, it's over a second behind at this point. So I fully expect them to appear, and as I say that, they both appear near the top of the leaderboard, so they must be nearly line astern on the circuit. Yeah, we can see there, almost together. So these two almost working together to put in those laps, but only 3rd and 4th for them at the moment. Tom Lyons, 2nd position so far.
Yeah.
Really good. Oh, and he's just been pipped by Kyle Wright. So Kyle, how far is he off?
His routine.
So actually that lap would have been best. Yeah, that would have been a pole position lap, but Adam Zavar in the meantime has improved by 0.3 of a second to a 35.3. So Adam in the Lamborghini did improve on that last lap to a 35.3.
Well. If you believe the splits, he's up in the first as well. So
I'm going to say that because he drives consistently, and then he's lost that time in the middle. So this could be all down to the last sector.
Up the hill, good, looks like a good drive out. The tyres, as you say, Paul, starting to behave themselves.
So we watch the timer. And he doesn't improve, a tenth and a half down on his best. So who else have we got in Sector 2? Laszlo. Oh, look at these three as they come across the line. Who improves? We've got Matty, Laszlo. And so Laszlo improves. Matty improves into second position. So a good little fight. Is that Ant Brown in?
Who's that? Just shoved it down the inside. That's 60
Who
car.
was
They're
that?
all the 60 car.
Jonathan Howells, maybe?
No, because he's still going around.
Not Zanto. Looking for any more Lamborghinis. Jonathan Lowe? Maybe. Not sure on that one. Right, so only 1 minute and 5 seconds to go. Kyle Wright is low on fuel. That's what that green spanner indicates.
Oh, big chunk of curb on the way through too. Unsettles the car into the...
I must point out, he's on pole. I don't know if I just said that, but on that last lap he's done a 35.1.
No, your takeaway as he came through turn 1 was that he was low on fuel, not that he was on pole. So,
right.
Yeah, he's...
So he's on it. He's on it. Can Adam. So Adam's coming round the last sector now. It looked like he had to keep off the throttle a little bit there. So can he do anything about Kyle Wright? Kyle Wright currently on pole position. Adam coming down the start-finish straight now to try and retake that pole position for race 2 of the GT3 Sprint Series. What can he do? He cannot do it. So he doesn't improve. 4 tenths down.
He's got one more.
Do you think he'll have enough fuel?
The spanner's only just come on through T1, so...
Well, let's see.
That means he's got enough for one more. He's got enough for one more.
Matty Zenko in third has pitted. Zanto also pitted. Tom Lyons still out there in 5th positions now. Jonathan Howell is still out there in 6th. Looks like he may be able to complete another lap. I'm not sure if he crossed the line after the flag. Samuel Wibley will be completing a lap, so let's... And Kyle comes over and does improve on that last lap of 35.08. Wow. So we're currently 2 tenths up.
Zavar.
And this is Zavar. He's currently somewhere there or thereabouts on his fastest time, or the fastest time. So what can he do here? Is there any life left in those Pirelli tyres? No, these aren't Pirellis, are they? Whatever these Goodyear tyres. As he comes round this final sector.
I think they're Michelin's.
Michelin, are they? It says Goodyear on that car.
Well, there's Michelin signs all over the track.
And
is
he's
it single brand or not?
I'm not sure for the WEC. I guess this is a World Endurance Series, or World Endurance Championship. So no improvements then. They're all in the pits. Let's have a quick rundown of the qualifying then.
I could see Joe Chandler in 21st. Well done, Joe.
Yeah, he's managed to be in 21st without even turning a wheel. So a quick rundown. So Kyle Wright takes pole position from Adam Zavar by 0.2 of a second. Really close session there. Matty Zenko in third.
Drivers go to the grid for a race start.
Laszlo Zanto in fourth. These four pretty close and kind of the class of the field at the moment, but then it's very, very close with Tom Lyons in 5th, Jonathan Howell is 6th, Josh Copeland in 7th, a better showing from Josh in this race 2 than Samuel Wibley in 8th, a good showing from him, Andrew Wellborn a little bit further down in race 2 in 9th, Aaron Sterrett in 10th, Albert Serigili in 11th, followed by Ant Brown in 12th. A little bit disappointing from Ant there. Adam Foster in 13th in the McLaren, followed by Sam Waldridge in 14th. Harrison Fulton 15th, followed by Jonathan Lowe in 16th. Lloyd Reed 17th. Troy Fry 18th. Phil Nauder 19th. Yuri Van Dongen 20th. And I think that is all of our runners. A few not appearing to be in the server. So we'll jump back to the grid and we will do it all again.
Yeah, very good. Note to self, don't try setup changes prior to race 2 quali, says Andrew Wellborn.
Formation
Served him up
has
a
started.
9th place starting position.
A little bit of encouragement in the chat for Andrew. Okay, let's jump to the TV cameras so we can see what's going on. I think we're going to choose Laszlo Zanto in 4th position in the Lamborghini. He should be in the thick of it. As they all...
So Kyle, I'll go on now after you, boy.
As they all trundle down the start-finish straight, trying to keep their cars in the boxes. They'll have an overlay on their screens that tells them where to position the car, and if they're out of position, that is where we will see the drive-throughs. So, Tom, over to you.
Why, thank you, Paul. The cars climb up the hill, waiting for the green flag. There it is. It's Kyle Wright leading the way on the inside. Looks like a good start. It's a terrible start from our second place Lamborghini. Drops back way into the field, which opens the door for Matti Zenko in the Porsche. Tom in the Corvette looking down the inside, looking to get into the mix, although he's under pressure from... Oh, there's a spinner. Hold your brakes. That's not your brakes, but he's got out of the way really well. The field streams away, but that has broken them up somewhat. Good luck to Paul trying to work out who it is. There's more carnage in the background. It looks like Harrison Fulton and the other McLaren both caught up in that one as well. They're parked in the background. There's a Lamborghini in the wall. It's turned into a demolition derby, so the stewards are going to be busy after this one.
Wow. Well, that was not the finest display of driving we've seen. It's like a swarm of Lamborghinis we can see here. So good luck picking out who did the damage in that one. It looks like Troy in the BMW has got heavy damage involved in that, so quite a lot of damage going on.
Severe damage to the left nostril on that BMW, I believe.
Damage to the left nostril. A classic for the BMW.
Go and have a look. Go and have a look.
Let's have a
Well
look.
worth a shot.
Oh.
See, no damage. It looked worse from a distance. Damn it.
Yeah, breathing fine through those nostrils, but it did look like he'd been involved in those in that first lap carnage, it has to be said. So here we go then. Kyle Wright leads across the line at the end of lap 1, followed by Matti Zenko in 2nd, and then Tom Lyons in 3rd, and then Laszlo Zanto in 4th, with Adam Zava, who we know is fast, in 5th position.
I wonder what happened to his start. He just didn't move, and that caused the Constantina behind, and everyone just kind of tripped over each other. But yeah, from a P2 start, he just didn't seem to get away on the grid.
Yeah, maybe wrong gear selection, or just totally distracted, possibly. I'm not really sure how you can explain that one, or maybe he just fancied giving himself a little bit of work to do. But that's going to be interesting because he's in 5th position, and will these 5 close up? Do you think Kyle has
So I think we can,
the pace?
I think we can see it a little bit already that Tom Lyons, he's quick, he deserves to be where he is, but he's in his mirrors at the moment and he's starting to trip over these 2 behind.
Oh,
And he's now in the wall.
I think that was
So,
self-induced,
yeah,
was it?
I think what was about to happen there was signposted a little way off.
Yeah, I did see the car lose. I was just looking at the leaderboard, but it looked like he dropped it on the exit. But let us know in the chat if you could see any different, whether he was helped off the road there. And then we've got this big battle now for 5th, because losing Tom Lyons from 4th position has allowed Josh into 5th, moving up from 6th. But this is a big train, 6 cars in this train. So this is Josh Copeland down to Adam Sterrett in 10th.
So he needs to just channel the swift racing, because they're all in each other's mirrors, and he just needs to not bother about them they're all going to trip over each other. Just get your head down and just go forwards.
We need to transmit this to Josh. We could probably just go in the chat and tell him. But we won't do that. It's probably quite off-putting.
Yeah, so he's just offset the car there, half away from the line, then brought it back into the line, almost a ward away from any dives. Nice and tidy through the left-hander, not out too wide. So we've got, again, we've seen Wibbly in the previous race. Not send it from a mile back, so we know these guys can have a good race. And Mr. Wibbly just needs to be careful to not have too many battles and get Andrew Wellborn in the mix, because this could, well, that's what Josh would hope for. Josh hopes they will trip over each other. I'm
impressed with your restraint, with the amount of times you said Wibbly there. So we will continue. Andrew Wellborn absolutely kind of on it here, isn't he? He's really sticking with these three. The other cars that were in this battle, certainly Aaron Sterrett and Albert Seragili just struggling to hang on at the back, but Andrew Wellborn is looking absolutely on it.
What's the Merc like in a straight line in the turn? The McLaren, he's all over the back of the sleeker rear or mid-engined car. Nose out to the inside, he's got a good run. Fair overlap, he's alongside the wing mirror. He'll be later on the brakes. Can the McLaren go all the way around the outside? There's going to be very little room left there, but it's the right way to do
and
it.
That's Ant Brown has lost it. Ant Brown loops it, he's lost the rear wing, so that'll potentially be game over for Ant. We just saw him lose it after turn 1 as he goes down the hill into 2. So a big shame for Ant. We hadn't really seen him feature up until then. But that is a shame. There's another Lamborghini.
Sorry, you saw the car kick. He realised the rear wing was gone.
Yeah, disappointing for Ant. Not a great day. Not really clicking with this game as it stands. Kyle Wright still in the lead from Matizenko, currently 1.8 seconds, and then Adam Zarvar a further second behind. And Laszlo Santo another 1.5 seconds behind Adam. Oh, a big twitch there from, I think that was Samuel Wibbly in the McLaren, struggling to stay on the pace of these two in front. So a great little battle here between Josh and Andrew. Know each other really quite well, so they'll be enjoying this little battle. Let's jump on board with Andrew once again, if we can point the right way.
He's going to want to copy and paste last lap, but he's not quite tucked under the rear of the Mustang quite how he was the McLaren. He's going to have to rely on a mistake from Josh. So Josh at the moment keeping it nice and steady. Both down into the braking zone, fade to the middle of the track, cut in for the apex. Let's see how much they take of the right-hander. Just keeping off the larger sausage there. Josh runs a little bit wider, change of direction. Seems a little bit more stable for Andrew, but there we run out a little wider, down onto the back straight. No real winners and losers out of that first section.
Yeah, looking like each of the cars slightly different on the curbs. The Mercedes definitely looked a little bit more composed. Whether that was the car setup or just the driving, hard to tell from this position. But yeah, really close as Andrew gets really close onto the braking for the right kink up the hill. Will he do anything? You see the car pushing there on that mid part of the corner. Hard on the throttle, the rear steps out, having to be really quite aggressive with these cars to get them rotating. He's really quite close here. We could see this shape up into a move.
So 4 and 5, he was really strong on the brakes. So we know this Mercedes and Andrew combination, strong on the brakes. Critical now the exit out of this turn, because they're going to have company pretty damn soon.
Yeah, Samuel Wibbly in 7th, catching up to the back of Andrew, so you do get the impression that Andrew is getting held up somewhat. We've then got Albert Seragili behind him in the green and black and white Lamborghini, so they're all kind of spread very evenly as they cross the line this time. Keep an eye on the leaders. Did we notice that Adam Zarvar is now in 2nd position? We missed that one. So that's a change of position then. Matizenko down to 3rd. Adam Zavar going down to 4th and then back up into 2nd now. So he's made his way past Laszlo Zanto and Matizenko, so apologies for missing that one.
We've missed it, but I think we missed it because we know that's where he has the pace to be.
Yeah,
so he's
he's...
done very well to get up there. Wibbly has a look to the inside on Wellborn. He breaks early enough, but that's got Andrew driving in the mirrors. He's dropped back slightly from Josh Copeland.
Yeah, that's let off Josh Copeland a little bit here. He'll be able to look forwards rather than in his mirror quite so much. He'll be pleased to see that orange and black McLaren and the Lamborghini behind him giving Andrew some company, but as we say that, the gaps do ebb and flow, and he's back on the rear of that Mustang, so maybe a strong first part of the lap for the Mustang, but not so much the Mercedes as he goes wide, so that's going to cost him all of that speed all the way down the straight. Will he be under pressure here from Samuel Wibbly? Doesn't look like the McLaren's got that much straight line speed on this lap, but he's certainly allowed Josh to get away by a few more tenths of a second. Just quickly going to have a look at a couple of the Lamborghinis from earlier on. We saw they was all involved in an incident. We've also got Tom Lyons in this battle, a couple of cars further forward, getting quite close, but we will jump back to the battle a little bit further up because it is the closest battle on the circuit between these kind of 4 cars, let's say. The gap's less than a second between each. That's Andrew Wellborn, Samuel Wibbly, Albert Seragili, and then Aaron Sterrett is catching up to the back of these again, so he dropped off the back of this pack.
Tom Lyons has just lost a couple of paces, and I think I saw some tyre smoke in the background.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he looks like he's looped it. Is that the same position?
Well, people like to have a little sniff down that right-hander when it's never really a move. So Tom taking his time to get back on the circuit there. It'll be another one for the stewards, and it'll be a case of did he fall or was he pushed?
Tom down to 16th position then. Not a great second race for Tom after a promising qualifying session. So yeah, this battle
the only Corvette.
Yeah, the only Corvette in the race. I think normally Craig Fulton runs the Corvette, but he's not with us this evening. So yeah, the lone Corvette not able to come up with the goods. That Mercedes losing the rear through turn 1, and the in the change of direction really struggled to hold on to that. What's it like at the front? I just want to keep an eye on that gap. So Kyle Wright still able to lap quick enough to keep the gap at around 3 seconds to Adam Zavar, and then Matizenko just dropping back a little bit into the clutches of Laszlo. Be interested to see how these gaps progress, because I don't think Matty's got an answer for Adam. A little bit further up the road you can see the gap that's formed, and then the gap to Kyle Wright that a little bit bigger. Here we go then.
Yeah, real strengths and weaknesses for each car at this point, maybe each driver. Josh is doing just fine. He's holding his line. It's going to take a mistake for anyone to get by, because he's just plodding round. He's got his pace. He's not the front runner. There's that mistake.
Was that
sorry
a
about
curse?
That, Josh.
I think that is known as the commentator's curse, but he's tucked right back in to the slipstream. Is that
the Mustang is
got,
strong?
Yeah, good straight line speed here. He's on the outside.
Yeah, hang it around the outside. He's going to run it nice and wide. Forced Andrew to brake late. He's going to look for some sort of cutback, but it's too wide of an S-bend, and he's not able to find anything. The run now down out of turn 3, down into turn 4. Flash of the lights, maybe, might work. Offset the car to the inside, get Andrew in his head, but Yeah, Josh tucking back in there, and let's see if Andrew can break away.
Yeah, that Mercedes through turns 1 and 2 was wagging its tail. Thought there was a chance for Josh to capitalise from a mistake from Andrew, but he somehow managed to keep it pointing in vaguely the right direction. I dare say that Josh was watching the back of that Mercedes thinking this is going to be easy, but somehow Andrew manages to hold onto it. And that has allowed the guys behind them, who have we got? This is a 5-car train now. So behind them we've got Samuel Wibley in the black and orange McLaren, followed by Albert Seragili in the Lamborghini, and then Aaron Sterrett behind them in the blue, yellow and purple liveried Lambo. So this is a really good little pack for good positions. This is 5th place down to 9th, so this is really good positions to be fighting for. The top 4, oh, very, very close here between Matti Zenko and Laszlo Zanto. So Laszlo in the pink and black Lamborghini chasing down Matti Zenko in the white and purple Porsche. So these two have had really good pace. They've been battling all night. Well, the top 3 or 4 cars been on very similar pace at times. So he's only got 5 minutes to go. Can he do anything about that Porsche in front?
Yeah, we'll see Copeland now attacking back at Wellborn. Yeah, it's not done. It's not done at all. Didn't really pay off. It's run wide on the exit there, but we'll have a try. And in the background there, Seragili under pressure, loses one.
I think Seragili has got a position from
yes,
Samuel Wibley. So the McLaren has dropped back from 7th to 8th, so that's Samuel in the black and orange McLaren, and then Aaron Sterrett looking to take advantage as well. So yeah, Albert and Samuel switching positions with 4 minutes to go. Looks like the gap is ebbing and flowing between these two.
Certainly, it's just got notification that Craig has decided to do something else, play another game rather than sim race. So
oh, that was nice of him.
About, yeah. Laszlo Santo all over the back of Matti Zenko, but there's a lot of curb through there. The car unsettled through the left-hander.
Yeah, down to turn
fair match. Yeah.
4. Yeah, these two do look really evenly matched. I think if they've not really moved through the field in this. Obviously, we saw Adam making big progress early in the race as he looks to the inside, so he's thinking about making a move in these final couple of laps. We'll keep our eye on the other gaps between Josh and Andrew, and then Samuel, Aaron and Albert, but this is for the final podium position, so we will try and stick with this just in case we miss, or we try not to miss a move, because it's really looking like Zanto is shaping up here for a move.
Yeah, Matt, he's not, I don't know, we saw the...
Oh, he's gone wide. That's definitely compromised him, so we can see all into the rear of that Porsche as close as you like.
Jubilee clip loose?
It could be a Jubilee clip. Maybe that explains the lack of straight line speed for the Porsche as the Lambo goes down the outside. Can Matti defend on the inside? But the Lambo's passing before the break-in, but he doesn't fully commit to the defence. Leaves the door open. Matti gets back under the inside, and he's on the inside for turn 2. Manages to body, kind of side check, whatever you want to call it, the Lambo, and survives another day. So we saw a similar thing last week with great racing late on in the race between Matti Zenko and Co. But yeah, that was strange from the oh, has he got back at the inside? No, he hasn't. Yeah, the Lamborghini went defensive. but only went to the middle of the road and didn't fully close the door, and it didn't take a second invite for Matti Zenko to slide that Porsche up the inside of Zanto.
Let's see how they get on now into the slower section. The Porsche rattles the curb, the Lamborghini rattles the curb, so these two really finding their technique, smashing curbs around this Sao Paulo circuit. As Paul would like to say, ebbing and flowing now, the gaps.
I do like to say.
Looking about the same. You love an ebb and flow.
Let's
see, can Zenko get out the final turn? They both run slightly wide. The Porsche does get it stopped this time. How wide out onto the curb? Not going to make the same mistake twice. Matti Zenko away and up the road. Let's now see how the slipstream plays effect. The timer ticks down, 40 seconds to go on the timer, so it will be flag at the end of this lap, or is it +1, Paul?
This will be the final lap at the end of this lap. Just no, we have lost. Where did Adam Sterrett go? He's now in 14th, so he was at the back of this battle we see here, but now it's Lloyd Reed, so we lost Aaron Sterrett somewhere on that lap, and actually Matti Zenko has gapped Laszlo Zanto.
Just got distracted as that happened. Zanto sent it down the inside, ran deep. Matti took his normal line and was able to carry more speed and get away. And
so that would have been frustrating for anybody watching.
Well, didn't want to talk over you.
No, just shout if I'm doing something wrong, because I was watching the leaderboard there looking for Aaron, who'd gone missing on the leaderboard, and I was missing the action that was happening right in front of our eyes. So apologies for that. So he has got back onto the back of him. I'm just going to check.
Ah, Kyle will, yeah, Kyle's ready to take the flag. Zava not quite able to get to him. The gap when he got past Zenko was about 3 and a bit seconds. So he's closed in massively, but testament to Kyle's pace. He has held on wonderfully, and that's 2 dominant drives for Kyle Wright.
Yeah, that's been pretty much domination from Kyle. Race 1 and 2, a good race by Adam in 2nd position. And then we'll just have a quick look at this battle for 3rd position, but Matti Zenko manages to hold off Laszlo Zanto on those final laps. Really heated up towards there, and where has Andrew Wellborn gone?
8th.
Ah, Andrew.
8th.
There he is.
Don't know what's happened there.
As he just stacks it into the wall. I think that was a rage wall incident. Unless there's been shenanigans over the line. So then Lloyd Reed in 9th, Jonathan Howlers 10th, Jonathan Lowe 11th, Adam Foster 12th, Harrison Fulton 13th, Adam Sterrett 14th, Sam Wooldridge really close over the line. Sorry, that's Harrison Fulton, and who is that? Is that a back marker? It was Aaron Sterrett. It was Aaron Sterrett and another Lamborghini, but I think the other Lamborghini must have been another lap down. Tom Lyons, wow. 16th, and then Phil Nauder 17th. Troy Fry coming across the line in the Soul BMW to take 18th position. And then Ant Brown is the first of the DNFs. So we had Ant Brown, Yuri Van Dongen, DNFs in this race. Whew. Well,
that was exciting.
Yes, it was a good second race. Some nice little battles. I think we're still waiting for Andrew Wellborn to really nail that race pace and consistency. We did miss another incident. He was fighting hard for 5th position with Josh Copeland in the Mustang, but just obviously came into issues and dropped behind Samuel Wibley to take 8th position. Thanks very much for joining us in the stream. Do get involved. If you want to race in this series, there are still slots available. So just check out the Discord link in this description. That'll take you to the community page, and you'll be looking for the Tuesday Sprint Series. So if you want to get involved, there's space on the grid. So please feel free to get involved. I'll just mute that so we don't get the copyright. And a massive thank you to Tom this evening for joining me. It's been much easier to have two sets of eyes on the racing.
We'll have a go. If I'm about, I'll jump in. No, really enjoyed it. Nice to do a bit of comms again.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll have a few more tools, or we can make it a little bit easier so we can give you more information and you're not just relying on my stream. So once again, thanks very much for joining us. We'll see you next week. We should have the same deal. Yeah, and we'll see if we can have some more good GT3 racing. Cheers.